Well, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Fix My Empire. Guys, let me just tell you, I am so excited about the buzz around entrepreneurship. I'm so excited about seeing people absolutely figuring out the pivot, right? And as they are pivoting, they are realizing that there is profit on the other end of that pivot. And so one of the things that we come to you weekly talking to different entrepreneurs and helping them fix their empire. So I am so excited to have our amazing panel with us. You know them, you love them. We've got Dr. Tracy Timberlake from Miami, Florida.
Hello.
And then we have Tiannia Barnes from New Jersey. Y'all listen. I know you're probably saying, really, is this energy necessary? Guys, this is how we feel. This is the lifestyle that we have built. This is the freedom that we have, and we are so excited to be here. So I'm going to turn it over to Tiannia Barnes, and she is going to introduce our guest entrepreneur. Miss Barnes, take it away.
Thank you, Michelda. We're going to keep this energy going. We have our special guest, and I'm really excited because I know her personally, and I'm also excited that we are talking about one of my next favorite topics, actually after entrepreneurship, after shoes, of course, but beauty. We're talking about beauty. What woman, does not love beauty products, whether it's makeup or, anything from the fragrance spectrum, but we're going to focus on cosmetics today. So I want to welcome Yolanda Grant. She is the CEO of Yoche Cosmetics. So I am going to turn it over to Yolanda to tell us a little bit more about her business and then tell us a little bit more about what that pain point is that she needs us to help fix her empire with.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Tiannia. Thank you all for having me on your awesome show. I'm super excited to be here, and I'm just, in awe right now that, I'm among all these fabulous divas all over the country and everything. So yes, my business is Yoche Cosmetics. Is a cosmetics line that has primarily makeup. So everything that goes on the face. So everything from BB creams, lip color, foundations, powders, everything that can go on the face is what I have on my line. I also am in the process of expanding my line to more products that can be used on the body in terms of hair. I'm a cosmetologist by trade. So hair styling and hair dressing is like my first area of focus. So I'm in the process of expanding that area of my cosmetics line as well. So I have skin products, I have hair products, and I have makeup. And I also have apparel. I'm rocking one of my tees right now. Yoche Cosmetics is let me put my screen down just a little bit so we can take a quick peek.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. My logo. Yes, got a sparkle, you know what I mean? So that's my logo, and that's my apparel, part of my apparel line. So yes, so that's pretty much in a nutshell about what I sell and what my business is. What I am.
Before you describe your pain point, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
What does Yoshi mean?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. It's my name. My name is Yolanda Chevelle. So I shortened it and came up with Yoche.
Yoche.
I love it.
I love it. Okay.
Thank you. It makes it so much more, I don't know, personal and meaningful and just original.
And
so
it's you.
Yes.
This is your name. Yeah.
Yes. So what I am in search of and needing assistance on is this. I have a website. I have subscribers to my business. I have an Instagram page. I have a Facebook page. I get impressions and all of that good stuff. People to not only look at it and they say, oh, that's nice, that's nice. I get, you know, the cart, what I call it. They add it to the cart, and then that's as far as it goes. So I'm looking to increase the number of sales through my website.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm, you know, my struggle. I understand and I'm learning information about how to advertise on Facebook and how to create your audience and how to target your audience and all of those things. And I set up something really nice. It was a video and it was really nice. And I got 800 likes on Instagram, but not a sale. I have also done promotions. Get a free pair of lashes with the purchase. Right now, my promotion is a free bottle of CBD oil or hair, skin, and nail vitamins with the purchase. But they'll put it in the cart. I'll see it. You know, I'll see how many clicks and how many times it was added to the cart and everything. But then that's where it stops. So I'm looking to kind of, you know, pivot, if you will.
Pivot or convert.
Pivot or convert. Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to, getting some insight on and how to make it happen.
So let me ask a couple of questions and then we will go around the horn. First question is, how long have, and I may have missed it because I had some technical difficulties, how long have you been in business?
I have been in business since 2006 is when it was originally established.
Okay, and so how long have you been promoting your cosmetics line?
I had to it was dormant for a while. So 2006 to 2008, not much going on. And then it just kind of went flat. Since 2018 is when I rebranded. I got my website. I, you know, had all of my products, everything all set up, my entire collection created and all of that good stuff. So December of 2018. So it's been close to 18 months that I have been rebranded and back up and running.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question? Have you seen any sales? What would you say? I know you said the largest percentages when you're in person. That happened to me as well when I started my business. And I think it's because people can reach out and touch you and build a relationship. And there's a trust factor when you're in front of someone, you know, versus someone going to a website where they don't really know you, right? So I've experienced that as well. But what would you say the percentage? Are you getting any sales through your website and through social?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am. I'm getting some.
Okay.
I just like to see more.
Right.
I guess I'm
Do you know what
comparing
those
it.
conversion rates are? For everybody that visits your site, for every 100 people that visit your site, would you say how many sales do you get?
For every 100 people that visit my site, I'm going to say it's a very small percentage, less than 10%.
Are they repeat customers? Because I have Shopify, so you can tell some stats behind the customer. Are they repeat customers? Are they people that you know personally? Do you know where they're coming from?
A combination of both.
Okay.
I have had a sale that was all the way from Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Incredible. And then I had a repeat customer from all the way from California.
Okay.
You know, so some of them are people that I know that, you know, we like her, we want to support her, you know, Black-owned business, Black woman, we want to support her. And I greatly appreciate all of that. I'm just hoping to broaden, you know, the amount of sales and increase the amount of sales. So I do have Shopify. So, you know, I'm able to kind of gauge and see what's going on. And one thing I need to know, I should know like off the top of my head what the rate is. So I need to do a little bit more investigating in terms of the marketing side because it does all the analytics for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to kind of take a closer look at that.
Michelda, did you have more questions?
I don't have any more questions. I have some general observations, but Tracy, does anybody want to dig in before I get started?
No, you can go ahead. I'm drawing something, so.
Okay.
And I have observations too.
Just dive in.
So let me give you some general observations, and I'm looking at your website. I'm looking at your followers. So I've looked at your website. You've got 438 followers on Instagram. What's interesting to me is you follow more people than follow you. Mm-hmm. And I want you to be very strategic. And I'm trying not to go on a tangent and kind of, so you guys help me with the buckets that we need to cover. One of those is social media. and how you're posting and the branding and imaging that you're doing on social media. So I'll give you an example. The first picture that's on social media is a girl that's sideways. So that's not going to be attractive to me because that's a picture that's upside down. So you need to, one of the things I would say is when you start posting on social media, keep in mind that that is your brand, that is you, that represents you every step of the way. There is no more this social media for fun, kicks and giggles, right? So as you are going through that process of growing your following and growing the people, let me ask you this question. Who is that avatar? Who is that customer that you are looking for? Who is your product for?
My product is for the young lady who is into wanting to beat their face. The young lady who loves and lives for
When you say young
makeup.
lady, what is that? 18, 24?
I would say from 18 to it's I don't want to. I was told like it should be a 10-year window, or not window, a 10-year span. So, but I could see women from 28 to 48 loving my product. So it has the vibrant colors for young ladies who are into that type of look. It also has the nudes and the softer tones for women that may not want to do a dramatic or a drastic face. So it kind of can, it kind of can go both ways, or it's a little bit wide. So in terms of me trying to narrow it down, the consumer, it has to be a woman that, of course, can afford to purchase makeup on a regular basis. So I'm thinking if I had to shrink it down, maybe 28 to 38.
So I don't necessarily subscribe to the 10-year span, but I do subscribe to relevancy.
Okay.
And I subscribe to clarity around that relevancy. So there has to be a reason, a bona fide reason, a business reason why I'm saying that I'm attracting or I'm looking for this 24-year-old or this 28-year-old or this 38 or 48-year-old, right? And then what I would challenge you to do then is as you are posting, because as I'm scrolling through your social media, your Instagram specifically, are your posts geared toward that avatar? Is it random posting, or am I posting something that speaks to the customer that I'm looking for? Because sometimes what happens is we want to post what we like, and we want to post those things that give us joy and those things that are cute to us, but they may not be cute to that 24-year-old that I'm trying to attract to my business to become my customer. And so I've got to realize that everything that I'm doing from a social media standpoint has to be focused on what will attract who I'm looking for. Likes are, oh my God, are overrated. Likes do not equate to dollars. I could care less if you like my stuff. I want you to buy my stuff.
Right.
And so what you've got to do is say the content that I'm putting there is not converting into dollars into my bank account. And so now you've just got to, I would say you've got to revamp a little bit in how you're showing up in the market. That would be one of the first things that I would say. I'm going to go to the website really fast because we only have an hour and I want to leave time for everybody else. The other thing that I just quickly noted is on your website, change your background. That the background, the gray and the black does not allow your product to pop. And when I scroll to that website, I want it to pop. I want it to catch my attention. I want it to catch my eye. So I would say go with a stark white background and keep it very simplistic, or go with something that doesn't have so much going on that it really detracts away from people seeing your product, seeing your branding, seeing the name of it, and creating too much noise around the product. Because what you want to pop is the product that you're selling.
Right.
I'm gonna step back for just a few minutes and let these ladies jump in.
I'm just going to piggyback on, so I have a couple comments, but I'm going to piggyback on what Michelda said. Going back to your avatar, I think that customer profile is going to be a major shift in the way that you promote, the way that you even try to attract your customer. Because one thing that you said, right, is vibrant. You said your lip colors are vibrant, right? And so immediately, I don't think of your corporate woman, right? I do think of your 18 to 25 who can wear those colors and, you know, go out to Miami and wear those colors, going to New York or wherever they are, right? You got to identify that customer, that target group, find them, and then present materials that are attracted to them. So when you talk about your website, I want to go to your website and look at vibrant colors. I want to look at vibrant colors because that's what you're trying to attract. So forget about the women that are my age group, because you know what? If we see the 25-year-old that's popping and wearing something that we like and is attractive to us, that's going to pull in more people that are outside of the avatar. But you have to have something to anchor and focus on, and then you start building your community and you build your materials, your marketing materials, etc., to meet that customer. Okay. Everybody else will come. Trust me. It's just like if I put something on Beyonce, everybody is not in Beyonce's demographic, right? But if Beyonce has on my shoes, then everybody's going to be looking at Beyonce, and that may attract more customers, right? Even outside of my demographic. So that, I just wanted to make that point off of what Michelda was saying. But my comments are around makeup, right? So you may not be getting those conversions because when I looked at your website, I cannot tell, and this is me personally, I don't like to buy makeup online because I can't tell how it's gonna look. Although the bottle may show a purple or a plum, when I put it on my skin, it's usually something crazy that I wasn't even interested in buying that color, right? So for you, I think you should get videos. You just said it earlier today. You said you posted a video that got 800 views. Is that what you said, or 1,000, 800? Like, you need to post videos. You need to post videos on your website. You need to post videos on your social media, and people need to see the lip color on a model. And it can be a model. Don't get caught up in the name model. That doesn't mean you need to go get Naomi Campbell. You can get a beautiful young girl, right? Have her hair better than mine, a black top, and all you want to do is put the product on her face and get a good camera, right? And take the pictures and take the videos of her doing a tutorial but using your makeup. Post those, post more of those, because that's what's getting you likes and what's getting you hits. That's more attractive to that audience, that demographic that you're going after. They're on TikTok. They may not be on Facebook. My demographic is on Facebook and not so much on Instagram that much. But yours may be on TikTok and some of these other, mediums. You got to find out where that 18 to 25-year-old young lady does her social trolling, her social media, perusing, etc. And then you got to cater to that. So my biggest thing is videos, because people need to see the color. They need to see the product and how it looks on somebody versus pictures. Pictures are very hard to tell. Yep. And then also on, and then I mentioned using a model, putting on the lip gloss. You have like a ton of lip glosses. They all look beautiful in color, right? But nude can mean a plethora of things. It could be pink nude. It could be on the brown beige side nude. It can be a multitude of things. And you're selling a product that I want to use to enhance my look, right? And usually when I'm buying something, I have something in mind. So if I want nude and I want more on the tan side, then I'm hoping that if I go to a website and I spend that money, that's what I'm going to get. But you can't tell that on a picture, right? So that's why I said go back to the videos. And if you do a picture, make them very close up where if you're selling the lip gloss, make sure the picture is of the face and primarily the lip areas, right? So people can see. The other thing I wanted to mention is on your descriptions on your website, right, of the product, they don't have the colors on there. So if it's like a neon green, or I'm making that up because I don't think you have a neon green, but if you have the color, you have to put the color of the product on there as well. I think I saw a product name.
Yes.
But I didn't see like what the actual
description.
color was. Right, the description. And then I would promote your branding, your packaging a little bit more. So my idea of a product shot might be a picture of a young lady or a video of a young lady. If it's a picture, primarily her lips, and then have the product where they see, not a glare, but they can see Yoche, right? And they can see that. They can see the branding. They can see how the packaging is, because we're very visual people. And the other piece that I wanted to also touch on is, check out, what is it, Kylie Cosmetics. Check out your competitors online and see what they're doing. Who cares how much money they have to spend on marketing and branding? The idea is to understand what they're doing and what they're posting, and just translate that over to your website. And you can do it in a very cost-effective way. Like I mentioned, getting a model, doing a video, doing a tutorial of using your own product. That could be me, that could be Tracy, that could be Michelda, that could be somebody at your church, somebody in your community, just a beautiful person with nice skin that photographs well, right? And you can do the same thing that Kylie Cosmetics and some of these other cosmetic lines that are, in your product category,
Right,
what
right.
they're doing. So I would study them. Actually, I would study where they're posting. If they're on YouTube, I would study those, and I would pull in all of those toolkits for myself and figure out how to replicate that according to your budget.
Amen. Thank you. I appreciate that. And everything that you all are giving me, I have done, but I need to do it continuously, because I was the model. You know what I'm saying? I was the model. I had all my lip color, and I had the little product, and I had the picture, and I did all of that, but I got to do it again.
But you can't be the model. You're not 18 to 28.
I know. So I have students, and the picture that the posted or had up there, it was a young lady who was wearing my one of my lip colors, and so I have to grab one of my former students.
Well, I'm going to encourage you to explore even beyond just any younger. I come from a beauty blogging background. That's how I started my online career. I was a beauty and lifestyle blogger, and so I worked with a lot of different companies and a lot of different makeup things. And one of the things that, and Tiannia was talking about this, but understanding how the market works and emulating other people's success matters a great deal in your own. Right. And so one of the best examples that I like to use when it comes to beauty products is how Fenty Beauty was launched. Right now, Rihanna is very well known. Everybody knows Rihanna. People love her music. But when Rihanna launched a makeup line, Rihanna didn't rest on her laurels of being Rihanna. Rihanna said, oh, I need to probably get some influencers to talk about this. I'm going to get people who have an audience in front of the people that I want to speak to talk about my product. And so what Rihanna did was a full month campaign. She sent PR packages to every single beauty blogger and YouTube beauty guru out there and said, here are my products. They're not even out yet. Test them out, do some videos on them, talk about them. This is called social proofing, because you talking about your product is one thing. Other people talking about your product, so much better. So what happened was every single beauty blogger got a PR package from Fenty Beauty. They tried it out. They made videos. They said, hey, it's going to be in Sephora on this day. 2 hours when it launched in Sephora, it sold out completely, because every single beauty blogger had talked about it, the amazingness, and because it was made for women of color. Oh my gosh, here's the beauty range. I'm light skinned, I'm dark skinned, I'm chocolate, I'm vanilla, I'm like every color. So it sold out in 2 hours online. It sold out in the stores, and nobody could get it for weeks after that, because Rihanna said, I'm going to put it in the hands of the actual consumer so that it can get in front of the audience that I want to attract. So influencer marketing is one of the most powerful marketing tools in the market now, especially if you have a physical product, because it gives you the social proofing that you need without you having to talk about it, right? When somebody Googles Yoche, right? And I actually, so Tiannia says she doesn't like buying makeup online. I love buying makeup online. I haven't bought makeup online in a very long time because I get a lot of packages sent to me. Even like my nail polish was sent to me, right? So, but whenever I do want to buy makeup online, the first thing that I do is go to YouTube to find somebody who has my same skin color and say, okay, what color is she wearing? Like, because I need to figure out what color I need to buy, right? Because I actually don't like going to the stores. Like, I just want to, shop at home. So that's what I do. So if you can get every single color, when somebody Googles, or the other day I was actually, I was buying, I was looking at, I didn't purchase it, but I was looking at a concealer from Yoche Cosmetics, which is probably a competitor, would be a competitor of yours, Yoche. Bright colors, vibrant. So look up that beauty line because it's called Yoche, Juvia.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like this whole range of concealers, again, ranging from like very chocolate to like a vanilla color. And I said, well, I'm obviously somewhere in the middle. What do I need? And so I went online and I looked up Yoche concealer swatches. And there was a beauty blogger that had every single color swatched on her arm, took a picture of it. And I'm like, okay, well, it looks like I'm somewhere in the middle there, right? So that way I know what color I am, or at least the range. And, you know, generally, I would say 9 times out of 10, I'm generally right, just by trusting, because people, their audience trusts them. They trust them to give them the right direction when it comes to makeup color, what works. If I have oily skin, is this going to work for me? If I have dry skin, is this going to work for me? If I live in Miami and it's humid, is this going to work for me? Like, these are questions that people are asking. So that's the first thing. The next thing I want to talk about is just your website itself, because you said you're getting traffic to the website, right? But we're not converting once they're on there. So I don't know if this is going to show up properly. Can you guys read that? Or is it, I think it's backwards, right? It's backwards.
No, I can read it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can read it, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, here it is. This is what the funnel of the website should probably look like. So if they're on social media, so this social media is casting the wide net, right? That's casting the wide net from YouTube, people talking about your product. When somebody Googles Yoche, you almost want other people's videos, other people's blogs to show up before your website even shows up. That's how you know that there are people talking about your product, is when YouTube videos and blogs show up before they even get to your actual website. So that's your social media. Once somebody gets to your website, do you have an email capture that captures them right away? Did you get that, Michelda?
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's the first thing that you want to have. 10% off your first purchase. The reason why isn't so much that you want to give them 10% off, it's just to get that email address, because if they get to the cart and they don't purchase, they may never come back to the site again, right? But if you have that email address, you can send them an email 6 hours later to say, hey, you left something in your cart.
Right.
You left it in your cart abandonment email, right? So that's the first thing. So if they buy, then yes, woo, we're celebrating, new customer. Also, if they don't buy, you have that cart. There's 3 different ways that you can target them. You have that cart abandonment initial email. If they still don't buy, that's okay, because you still have that precious email. So then they go through an entire email sequence. They get to know you and the brand. They get to be on an email list where they get the email releases. And if that still doesn't work, then you can actually retarget them with the Facebook pixel. So the Facebook pixel follows you everywhere you go, right? It's like you go to Nordstrom, I see the beautiful shoes on Nordstrom, then I go to Facebook and there are those shoes again. It's like, oh my gosh, it's a sign. I need to buy these shoes. Not a sign, it's a Facebook pixel. The Facebook pixel's following you. So immediately after, all you have to do is set up a retargeting ad that tells Facebook, hey, Facebook, every time somebody goes to my website, I want them to see an advertisement about the thing that they wanted to buy, that they did not purchase. So then it's consistency of visibility that matters, because they really do need to see you 8 to 12 times before, like if you're new to them, 8 to 12 times before they're actually going to make a purchase, right? So these are like hard strategies when it comes to e-commerce that people use so that they never just lose a customer outright, but there's a way for them to continue to be in the conversation, even if they don't buy right away. They may not buy the first time, but that 3rd or 4th time that they're seeing that Facebook post or that Facebook ad or that Instagram ad, because it goes to the same place, Instagram or Facebook, then like, you know what, I probably need to go ahead and just buy this because I keep seeing it, right? So having that as just a continual funnel keeps you forever in their eyesight. And really it's just visibility, right? It's just more eyeballs and consistent eyeballs on the content so that they're seeing it regularly.
And then Tracy, I was going to add in when you were talking about the email marketing, because that is huge for retargeting that customer, and then even new customers. You can use MailChimp for that, and Shopify actually may have something built in as well. I can't recall.
They do. Yeah, and I have it. I have my subscribe button is at the end of my website page, not at the front.
So
it used to be at the top.
You go to, you want it to be a pop-up. You want it to interrupt. Yeah, you just want it to interrupt their experience so that they know, like, oh, I'm going to get 10% off. And just look at how some other people are doing it. Juvie is a good one. If you go to, and even non-beauty ones necessarily, but I went to, you know, it was Mother's Day, and my mom said that she wanted like, she wanted shapewear for Mother's Day, right? There was a particular shapewear that she was like, oh, well, it wasn't Spanx, it was Honey Love. And so I said, well, show me what it is. So she sent me the ad so that I could buy it. And as soon as I went to Honey Love's website, there was immediately a pop-up that said, 10% off of your first purchase. And I was like, oh, perfect, you know, and then I sign up. So that, like, just look at other e-commerce websites where they're doing it, because I feel like most people do it. Just, it's a pop-up that interrupts your experience with some, like, a valuable reward, like get 10% off now. You know, of course I'm signing up for the 10% off because, you know, I want the 10% off of the Honey Love. So, but that can, because then if I didn't buy Honey Love, I guarantee you they would have sent me an email that said, hey, you left this in your cart, or don't forget your 10% off coupon, or, you know, whatever it is, just to remind me. And if you, and then of course now I also see the Honey Love Instagram ads because now the pixel follows me, right? So Honey Love is forever in my peripheral because they have the funnel going.
Okay. Thank you. Noted.
So
noted.
You know, that was a lot of information.
Yeah, this is recorded.
This is recorded. I know, because
I'm recording it as well.
Do you have any, like, you know, pointed questions that maybe we can answer? Because I know you mentioned that you've tried some of these tactics, and of course one of the things about social media, building a brand, etc., is about the consistency. It's about the consistency of the type of material. It's the big consistency about the frequency. Tracy just talked about it, like they need to see it, what did you say, 10 to 12 times?
8 to 12 times before they actually take action on it.
Before they will actually purchase. So any kind of questions or anything that maybe we can clarify that we kind of talked about?
Well, I just want to say I haven't been consistent. You know, a lot of what you are sharing, like, I do have subscribers, and I get an email that comes from Shopify. Hey, there's a new product. Do you want us to send an email? And they will actually do it. And I know how to send emails through Shopify myself because, you know, it's easy for you. The 10% off, I have to make sure that's like in the forefront of the website. And also the email subscribe button, that's at the end of the website. I need to put it at the very beginning. And also changing the backgrounds. We are, we're kind of quarantined right now. So it's kind of like not really easy for me to like have people, do makeup on models or whatever. Hopefully when things like let up a little bit, I don't know.
They can do videos, though. They can do, if you sent them the product.
Right, that's it right there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send the product and let them do the videos. Right. And I have a list of young ladies that can do it. It's just a matter of me getting off my...
Now remember, it's not just a list of young ladies that can do it. It's a list of young ladies that have an audience that you want to get in front of.
Yes, they do.
That's who
they do. Okay, they do. So the Facebook pixel, I am not 100% comfortable or well versed in that particular area. So I will so it's there. I saw something on the Shopify channel, the Shopify website, I should say, and it had it on there. So is it so what do I click on it and then how does that actually work?
Facebook pixel, yeah, it's generally pretty easy. I mean, to install the pixel itself, like you can just YouTube how to install Facebook pixel on Shopify website. Or Shopify has it itself. Setting up the Facebook ads may be a place where you want to get a little bit of support, because that can be it can be a lot. So you may want to reach out to get a little bit of support in that regard, and just because setting up the ads. But these are tactics in the e-commerce world or in the digital world that people are using because they work. And so these just kind of consistently go. And another thing that you can think of, with regards to consistency, is planning out in advance, right? Like we can kind of target the different times of year when people are going to want makeup. Prom, of course, back to school, sororities, or like rush week and things like that, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas and holiday time, New Year's, right? And if you just look at a calendar and you say, okay, this is my sales calendar, you can start planning out in advance and then just setting it up for social, scheduling your emails to go out in advance, right? It's going to take you, it's going to take hours to do, but once it's set up and you set it and you forget it, and you never have to look at it again. Same with the Facebook, same with the retarget ads. It takes a while to set up, but in the long run, it really is beneficial because then your business is operating on autopilot and you're just collecting the check. That's what we want.
That's what we all want. That's
what we
want.
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. That's it.
That's e-commerce.
Right. That's exactly right. That's the beauty of, you know, the passive income that comes. And then of course, whenever there's a new product rollout or whatever, you can do that. But all of these girls that are going to be featuring your product, that's content that you can also use on the site. You can use it on Instagram, right? Just make sure they tag you. If you're going to do influencer marketing, I do recommend just making sure that you're very clear with them about what you want. You know, like, when people send me brand briefs, they're really clear. I want it posted on this day. I get an angle like this. Sometimes it's annoying because I'm like, okay, that's like, there was like literally a mattress company that was like, okay, I need you to get a video of you moving the mattress from your door. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm not doing that. But, you know, so just be clear about what you want. Like, make sure you have good light. Give them tips. Highlight this particular product more than that. These are the ingredients that I want you to feature. You know, these are the like, just be very specific about what you, and then what you want them to do at the end. Do you want to send them to your website to make a purchase? Maybe there's a discount code. Are you going to offer them an affiliate referral link? Like, just be very clear with the influencer on what it is you're wanting from them, and then what you want them to do at the end of the video.
Yeah, it has to be a win-win too with those influencers. So to Tracy's point, if you're giving them a link and they get a discount on products, or maybe you're comping them products so that they can do a video for you. You know, the influencer area is a little interesting, at least for me it's been, because I'm competing with fashion and footwear and more on the upscale level. And so they may not necessarily just take a product, right? They may want monetary things as well, at least for me, right? And in my business segment. But, you know, there's ways around that, right? If you can find 10 influencers that have like 3,000, they're kind of like up and coming, right? But they have traffic to their social media sites. If they have maybe 5,000, you know, followers, if you can get 10 of them, that's, you know, that's a nice number that you have now, eyes on your product, right? Versus the person that has 1 million followers, but they want you to pay them, they want free product and blah, 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 all these other things that you don't want to necessarily comp being a small business. So, you know, just kind of think a little bit outside of the box and who you want to target. But I think if you do some of the things that we've talked about kind of cosmetically, which are very easy, and then, you know, some of the points that Michelda, Tracy, and myself mentioned from a business standpoint, like the marketing pieces, the retargeted marketing, the influencer pieces, then I think you'll start to see a little bit more conversion from a shopper to an actual customer.
Yes, I do have a question. And Michelda, you mentioned my Instagram page in terms of the amount of people that I follow versus the people that are following me. Now, this is an idea. Just let me know your thoughts. I was thinking possibly maybe a gift card, promote a gift card, $25 gift card if you follow me on Instagram, or almost like kind of like a enter to win type of, like not a raffle, but you know, something along those lines for Instagram, and also for signing up as a subscriber to my website. So those are some of the things that I was thinking about. What are your thoughts on that?
So here are my thoughts on Instagram and social media in general. People don't connect with products, they connect with people. I don't have anything, I think that's a solid idea, but what I would also encourage you to do is to share your story, to share who you are, and to share your content. Like, you know, the fact that your name and where it came from, I thought that was really unique and different. Your products, right? Are they organic? I mean, you know, how did you go about the process? I think that if you share a little bit more as well, that you will get some engagement out of that, so that you're not constantly putting money in and may or may not be getting the return value on gift card, do this. I think that it's got to be, so here's what I would say. The first thing the very first thing, and these ladies could correct me if you guys disagree, the very first thing is really define who is your avatar.
Yep.
Who am I seeking? Who am I looking for? Where do they shop? Where do they live? What do they drive? How do I find them? What platform do they use? Where are they shopping? I would look at that first. And I would say take some quiet time and really align that with who you are as an individual, what your goals are, and what you would like to see out of your business, and set some goals. Like, how much money do I want to make? And I'm not talking, I just want to, 200 likes. No, set some financial goals. Absolutely. I would like to earn X amount of dollars in, whenever the rest of this month or in June or whatever. And every single month, set a financial goal. Mm-hmm. So then when you set that goal, so number one, defining that avatar, really taking some quiet time to plan your business. Don't do I'm going to throw that dart at the board and man, if it hits, we're good. But if it doesn't, then this is where we are. I don't want you to do that anymore. Number one, that's stressful. I would love for Dr. Timberlake to share a little bit. I saw her post today about anxiety and entrepreneurship, and it's very real because you want to succeed. You want to get it out there. This is your passion. It's so obvious that it's your passion. And I think that when you are working in your passion, yes, it's work. Yes, it can be hard, but it is also so fulfilling and so fun. And so I don't want to take the joy out of it for you. So take some time, clear your head, and plan. Plan your business, right? Start with, who am I looking for? Where are they? Start that process. Then set some very realistic, smart goals, right? That this is what I'd like to accomplish. Financial goals. And you can have I've got this amount of likes here. I'd like to grow it to that. I've got this amount of engagement here. I'd like to grow it to that. All that's fine. But I also want you to set some financial goals as well. Yep. And then from there, I want you to say, okay, it's May, right? What's the next big day for me? What am I going to promote this month? Because I'm not going to promote maybe my whole product suite. I may just want to promote, people are coming out. Maybe I just want to promote, foundation and some popping lipstick because now we're out of quarantine and we want to come out with a bang, right? Whatever. So figure out what that is for you. It's Memorial Day in 2 weeks. Figure out what is that lip color that you want everybody wearing for Memorial Day weekend, right? But figure out what that product suite is and what you're going to promote, and then design that promotion around what you're trying to attract. Design that promotion around your content around that promotion. I'm saying I said that wrong, but design the content that you want to go out there around that promotion. So plan. Don't just stop throwing the darts. Take a breath, find that customer avatar and plan it out. So you're not just continually throwing things out there. And then have a system that when you post something, track your numbers, know what's converting, know what's working, look at your copy. Is your copy, is it attractive? Is your copy appealing? It did that. And if that doesn't work, then don't do it anymore, right? But you don't know if you're not tracking what you're posting.
And that's what you get, for me, with Instagram. That's what you get from Instagram and Facebook. That's what the likes are for, because the likes will tell you what people like what they like to see, right? Just like when you talked about that video, it got all those, hits, because they want to see that from you. And that's a gauge to tell you, okay, I'm going to do more in that particular area. That's what the likes are for. The likes are not for financial. Right. Right. But they do service something. They do give you an idea of what the people who may or may not be your customer, but at least what people want to see from Yoche. Okay. And I keep saying that very fancy because it sounds fancy. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right now.
Nice spin on it, Tiannia. Thank you.
I'm going to spin on it.
Darling.
Exactly.
Tracy, any final comments?
My final comment would be, understanding that it takes time. Like there is patience that is just required in building, right? When it comes to building any empire, it's just brick by brick. As they say, Rome was not built in a day, and neither will your business be. And that's okay. But so, and when you're planning, I also want you to consider, you know, putting a date out in front of you, you know, maybe 30 days or 60 days, with regards to, this is what I want to see by that time. Not this is what I want to see tomorrow, but like, this is what I want to see by X day, and giving yourself enough space to do it, because that way, for the time between now and that date, you will be consistent, because you know that you're waiting to get to that particular date that's really out in front of you. So the consistency will compound. And this is what I'm seeing, at least right now, with a lot of my clients. Like, a lot of my clients are getting clients now, right? Whereas maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago, they weren't getting clients and they were frustrated, but now they're starting to see it. And I'm like, this is just the consistency that you put in now showing up. A lot of people underestimate how long it's going to take, and they underestimate how much work they need to put into it, because we're seeing, you know, people's 10-year timelines on social media, thinking that that's how long it takes. I had somebody ask me the other day, like, they were comparing their journey to someone else, and I said, well, that person started in 2008. Like, so that's over 10 years ago. Like, what you're seeing is over a decade worth of showing up. You started 3 months ago. Like, so we can't compare our journeys. So just be patient with that. Consistency absolutely will compound, but like that consistency has to come from you, and knowing that there is something on the other end of that consistency.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
A lady literally just bought a pair of shoes yesterday, and she sent me a message in her purchase, right? And she said, I've been eyeing these shoes for 2 years.
Right, there you go. 2 years.
To Tracy's point, 2 years that she's been following me on social media.
And I bet Tiannia never knew that she wanted those shoes 2 years ago.
Never knew. And she,
it's not like they're going to tell you. They're not saying like, hey, I'm stalking you for 2 years and then I'll buy it. Like, they're not. They're just going to silently watch. And then one day it's all going to make sense. And you're going to get those sales. You're going to be like, now I know why I put in all this work. That woman's lucky those shoes even still exist, because those shoes could have been.
exactly.
Right. So imagine if you had quit showing up, and that's what so many people do.
If you were like, these shoes aren't selling, I'm taking them off the shelf.
Right.
I love your shoes, Tiannia. Just saying.
I love your shoes too.
I love your shoes.
A couple pair already. Michelda already has a couple pair.
I think the Reagan next, but anyway, I'm off the subject.
I live in Miami and I only wear flip-flops. So
Covered off the next line, Tracy. I have you next covered the next line.
There we go. Like, listen, I'm all about a sandal. I love a sandal. So, but to that point is that people aren't always, like, we think of ourselves, because we're entrepreneurs and we think, you know, if we like something, we just jump right at it, right? Because that's just who we are, and it's required as an entrepreneur. But the rest of the world and the people that we're talking to aren't always like us. It might take them 2 years. Be patient. Be patient with them. Be patient with yourself.
Amen. Thank you. Wow. Gems and gems, 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 gems. You guys have filled me with a bunch of gems. I have to ingest, take it all in, listen to the recording once again a few more times, I'm sure. Thank you so much. This meant so much to me. It means so much to me. And I thank you for sharing all of your knowledge and being, you know, straightforward, upfront, and transparent, and all of that. So I greatly appreciate all that you guys have poured into me today, and I feel honored. Thank you.
We want you to check back in like in 2 to 3 months, because we want to know.
Yeah, let us know.
We want to know some progress.
Yes, I definitely will do that. Definitely, yes. And please have me back on your show again.
We will. Make sure you have some results for us.
Yes. Yes. Share results.
I'm going to have my testimonies.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so thank you so much, man. It was such a pleasure to meet you. We look forward to really seeing your success story. I'm going to make sure that I'm following you, keeping a good eye on you, and seeing what you're doing, because we absolutely want to see you succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So thank you so much as well for joining us. It has been a pure plum pleasure for all of us.
That's her Georgia. That's her Southern charm.
Love it. I love it.
Is that Georgia or Alabama? That might be Alabama.
Where's the big little both?
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of both. And neighboring states. It's both.
It's both. It's both.
Yeah.
But it has been a pleasure to be able to share with you. The recording will be posted shortly. Thank you so very much.
Well,
Any final comments from anyone?
Thank you for being here.
Sorry. Go ahead, Tracy.
Oh, just thank you for being here. Super excited.
Amen. Thank you.
And I wish you the best. And again, feel free to reach out. We're always here. You know, we really want to be your accountability partners because we want to see you succeed, as Michelda said. So we wish you all the best of luck on Yoche.
Thank you.